Are you looking to make some sustainable changes in your kitchen?
Here's some interesting things you can swap, change or buy in order to make those all-important changes.
Now, first things first, I've really been thinking about all of the plastic that I use in my kitchen. Everything from your bottles to containers, even your packaging sometimes is plastic. So thinking about those biodegradable products that you can switch to is definitely something to think about first.
I've been reusing old bottles and keeping an eye out on those companies that do refill pouches. Also, you've got your plastic gloves and sponges.
Yeah, and don't forget about the brush as well. This all ends up in landfill. And there are companies out there that make plant-based, biodegradable products that you can easily switch to, so keep an eye out. Now, if you're already using a tote bag to do your shopping, you are on the right track. But a top tip to remember every time is just to throw a few in your car. But it's not just your shopping bags that aren't biodegradable, it's also your bin bags, your cling film, those Ziploc bags. Now, an alternative to bin bags are biodegradable options, and I really love Kilner jars to use instead of Ziploc bags. And lastly, you can always swap out your cling film for beeswax wrapping.
Did you know that the materials that coat and create cookware can be dangerous to the environment? So don't opt for pans and crockery that are just going to wear down and end up in the bin. Look for lifetime guarantees and investment pieces.
Now some tips for whilst you're cooking. With the new age ovens, there's really no need to preheat anymore. And you can also turn them off 5 to 10 minutes before you finish cooking, as the residual heat will do the rest.
Yeah. Make sure that you cover pots and pans with a lid, and that will cut down hob time.
And lastly, one that's great for the environment and potentially our health is to batch cook your food so you can use it throughout the week for lunches and dinners. Now, I know that getting food delivered to your door is super easy, but shopping locally reduces the air miles and the preservatives needed to get those items to your door. So keeping an eye out for local markets and greengrocers is a great way to be more sustainable.
Now, we've talked about ditching the plastic. Another great way to be sustainable is composting. Now, composting is any organic waste, and that can also include cardboard and paper. So if you don't have a garden for your composting, there are organisations that will gladly accept that compost.
Now, I've already talked to you about bulk cooking. Just make sure to make those financial savings, you're using up everything that you purchase and produce. And it doesn't just have to be with your groceries. You could buy things like towels in bulk that are intended for cleaning and use them around the kitchen.